Oh! Oh, hello. I know, right?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at the times Ryan Reynolds or his alter ego Deadpool went full-on savage on Hugh Jackman or Wolverine. Or both. Fair warning, minor spoilers ahead.
Is your chair, like, higher than mine? Your chair looks higher than mine.
Yeah.
It does.
What, does that matter?
I actually need the taller chair because I have a short torso. That's true. I actually have I'm 6'2", but
Oh my God, I'm so bored right now.
Number 10. Deadpool comments on Wolverine's new costume.
Back in civilian life, I wear a toupee. But nobody knows. Everybody knows.
Despite 17 years in the X-Men film series, Wolverine never wore a comic-accurate costume. This changed in Deadpool and Wolverine, where we see him in his trademark X-Men uniform. Fans will remember the customary shirtless Wolverine scene in previous movies, and this doesn't go past Deadpool either.
She's coming with us! No, she's not.
The merc with a mouth claims Hugh Jackman's real-life divorce played a part in Wolverine's new wardrobe choice, causing him to, quote, let himself go. It's a particularly savage remark, given that it goes beyond the confines of the cinema screen. It's all in good fun, though, as Ryan Reynolds and director Sean Levy asked Jackman's permission before adding the line to the movie.
It's Wolverine.
You're damn straight it is. Disney brought him back. They're gonna make him do this till he's 90.
Number 9. Ryan's birthday greeting for Hugh.
Let's see Ryan Reynolds do that.
There's no place on earth where Jackman can escape Reynolds. During a performance at his stage show, The Man, the Music, the Show, Jackman cannot help but claim his superiority over Reynolds. Little did he know, Reynolds himself would interrupt the show for a birthday greeting.
Hello, Hugh. I was just gonna wish you a happy birthday. Then I saw what you said.
It's an uncharacteristically wholesome moment, with Ryan serenading Hugh while the rest of the crew brings his birthday cake. Of course, the illusion is shattered soon enough, as Reynolds promptly curses Jackman before dipping out. It's a masterful bait-and-switch moment, fooling everyone that Reynolds might take the high road in this feud for once. To Jackman's credit, he has an equally hilarious retort in store.
Okay, first of all, this is a dream night. And then Ryan Reynolds appeared.
Number 8. Ryan mocks Hugh's handsomeness.
This is Ryan Reynolds.
I am. So sorry about that, but yes, this is Hugh Jackman.
And today we're going to be comparing each other's IMDb pages.
With how well Jackman has aged, you might think he really does have Wolverine's eternal youth. We know it's no easy feat to be named among People magazine's 50 most beautiful people on Earth multiple times. Deadpool certainly thinks Hugh's handsome.
Back when you had it. And you were also one of People's 50 most beautiful people 5 years running between 1961 and 1966.
Why else would he staple Hugh's picture on his face? Reynolds shares his character's admiration, although his contempt for Jackman seeps through. While reading out the latter's achievements, Reynolds deliberately switches the dates to before Jackman was even born. His straight-faced delivery while Hugh cracks up makes it funnier. Then again, Hugh never actually denies it, so maybe Ryan's telling the truth the whole time.
That is incredible.
It was incredible, as a fetus.
How did they get that ultrasound of your parents?
True. It's true. It was amazing.
Number 7. Ryan callously interrupts Hugh's emotional story.
It was a really difficult time. It was during COVID. So my father passed away in Australia, and I managed to get back there. It wasn't easy, and I was there.
Losing a parent is always heartbreaking. Just don't ever share your story when Ryan Reynolds is present. Hugh Jackman learns this the hard way during their two-way interview on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Changing course midway through, Reynolds asks Jackman about being present for his father's last moments.
I'm sorry, it's Blake. It's Blake. We always promised each other that we would. Let's promise each other that we would answer in the middle. So, hey, how you doing?
As Hugh gets to the emotional part, Ryan conveniently receives a call from his wife, Blake Lively. Even for Reynolds standards, this is absolutely harsh, as a stunned Hugh stares at him while Ryan ignores his story. Jackman usually has a comeback ready against Reynolds' pranks, but looking at him at a loss for words leaves no doubt that Reynolds won this round.
Here, Alec is the stage manager. He's British. And he looks so really upset right now. So I'm gonna just get off the phone right there, okay? So sorry about that. I'm sorry, you were saying?
Number 6, Ryan crashes the X-Men reunion.
Honestly, it's kind of surreal, you guys.
Can you believe it's been 20 years since the first X-Men movie? 20 years.
No.
The many times Reynolds has annoyed Jackman makes us think it's all just a thinly veiled disguise to gain his approval. Crashing an X-Men reunion lends credence to this theory, as Ryan shows up uninvited with a couple of well-known guests.
Whoa, so many stars. Was that Ian McKellen?
Despite being reminded he was in X-Men Origins and not the first X-Men, he doesn't take the hint. No one really has the patience to deal with him, and it isn't long before Hugh is stuck with the last person he wants to be with. If he didn't think it could get worse, it does immediately after. Ryan invites Liev Schreiber for an X-Men Origins reunion, signing off this hilariously hijacked Zoom meeting.
I actually invited a few others.
Hey, guys.
Hey everyone.
So many timelines. It's like a recap of Knots Landing.
2 professors, 1 cup.
What's happening?
Number 5. Ryan reveals Hugh's failed pilot.
He'd spent 2 years. He was shooting a reboot of an 80s sitcom that was made famous by Tony Danza.
Not wanting to seem desperate to get Jackman back as Wolverine, Reynolds tries to change the narrative. He claims Hugh didn't have much going on before Ryan came calling. Supposedly, the only thing Jackman had in store was a failed TV pilot called Hugh's the Boss.
They thought it was so terrible they didn't even bother filming it. But still did 2 full seasons of it at the Fresno Regional Playhouse.
If you think that's on the nose, Reynolds also shows an image that reminds us less of Wolverine and more of Tony Danza. After making Jackman think the humiliation is over, Reynolds cues in a clip of the former in the Australian drama The Man from Snowy River. You gotta credit Ryan's commitment to the bit, as this well-planned roast serves up a masterclass in comedy.
To play both parts?
It was a mistake. We all tried to warn you, but you would not listen. Can you give me one? Yo, Angela!
Yo, Angela!
There we go! Oh!
Number 4. Ryan roasts Hugh in his monologue.
Is your chair, like, higher than mine? Your chair looks higher than mine.
Yeah,
It does.
What, does that matter?
I actually need the taller chair because I have a short torso. That's true. I actually have I'm 6'2", but
Oh my God,
torso.
I'm so bored right now.
Never give a comedian an opening because he will mock you for it. In this instance, Hugh's remark about his small torso is the basis for Ryan to unleash a verbal beatdown. It all starts when Ryan has Hugh conveniently in a small chair, although he refuses to acknowledge this.
Do you know that 1 in every Hugh Jackman suffers from this disorder? Yes, he is a world-famous millionaire who sleeps on 16,000 thread count Giza cotton sheets.
Putting on the act of a sympathetic friend, he delivers cutting remarks with pitch-perfect sarcasm, highlighting Hugh's supposed syndrome TTS. If it wasn't obvious before, it soon becomes clear that it is just an excuse to laugh at Hugh's expense. While the idea was for them to host together, Reynolds quickly turning on his co-star sets the tone for the rest of the show.
See him, and you can breach his 6-person security team. Don't say, hey man, why is your belt chafing your nipples?
Number 3. Ryan interviews Hugh.
Well, this is my first time interviewing someone else. I'm very excited. Some of these questions I may have written before I saw the movie. So the movie's called Eddie the Eagle, and now you play Eddie.
No.
That's right.
The Reynolds-Jackman feud gained its greatest traction during the first Deadpool movie's release. The film clashed with Jackman's Eddie the Eagle, so Ryan naturally had to assert his dominance over the former during an impromptu interview. His approach ranges from hidden jabs to obvious insults. True to form, he delivers the most bizarre questions with deadpan sincerity.
Many actors enjoy performing their own stunts.
Yes.
Do you do all your own acting?
If there's sex scenes, I do them.
Yes. That's where the craft is.
Yeah. It's key to a good marriage.
It also wouldn't be a Reynolds-Jackman interaction if Ryan didn't blame Hugh for the controversial interpretation of Deadpool in X-Men Origins. Nothing is off the table, whether it's questioning Hugh's acting skills or Ryan accidentally discovering a secret affair between Jackman and his wife. Still not quite satisfied, Ryan then Crocodile Dundees Hugh, getting him to utter the famous quote from the Australian classic.
Oh my God, he's got a knife. Mm-hmm. And now you say.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not a knife. Now that's a knife.
Yes!
Oh, come on!
Oh!
Number 2. Deadpool One-Ups Wolverine.
Oh, this is what it feels like.
The finale of Logan remains one of the most touching send-offs for a superhero. The way it poignantly brings the curtain down on his story received unanimous praise, except from Deadpool. The Merc with a Mouth opens his second movie by mocking Wolverine's death.
First, he rides my coattails with the R rating. Then, the hairy motherfucker ups the ante by dying. What a dick.
Bitter at Logan for copying his film's R rating, the protagonist channels his grief of losing Vanessa by blaming Wolverine. The way he sees it, anything Wolverine can do, he can do better. Although his attempt to end things is no joke, Deadpool goes through with it mainly out of spite. His profanity-laden last words prove that Deadpool's pettiness knows no bounds, even if his rival is 6 feet under.
Well, guess what, Wolvie? I'm dying in this one, too.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Ryan doesn't sympathize with Hugh on Hot Ones. He just needs a reason to call Hugh a diva.
Hugh has never felt physical pain, so for him as a pampered starlet, this is important. Important rite of passage. Your next role is going to be amazing.
Ryan gets tired of Hugh's football story. You know he's bored when he'd rather talk about cheese.
It's not even called the Milk Cup anymore, but hey, it's okay. I'm here for the long game.
Let's go back to the cheese story.
And on that beautiful note, Ryan and Hugh, thank you so very much for joining us.
Ryan calls out Hugh's short retirement. To be fair, he does have a point.
After you made Logan, you said that you would never play Wolverine again, but here we are. Now, and I'm just curious, how does it feel now that everyone knows that you're a liar?
Deadpool tells Wolverine that he's stuck with Marvel. New Wolverine movie in 2058, anyone?
It's Wolverine. You're damn straight it is. Disney brought him back. They're gonna make him do this till he's 90.
Deadpool blames Australia for X-Men Origins Wolverine. An entire country held accountable for one bad movie.
Only one teeny problem. You gave us Wolverine. And for that, I can't forgive you.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Deadpool thanks Wolverine for his solo movie.
Oh, hello. I know, right?
Following many setbacks, the Deadpool movie started production after someone leaked old test footage. We still don't know who it was. It was Ryan Reynolds. But within the Marvel Universe, Deadpool tells us otherwise. Who is it, you ask? Well, he gives us a big hint right at the start of the movie.
Whose balls did I have to fondle to get my very own movie? I can't tell you, but it does rhyme with Pulverine.
While Wolverine isn't mentioned by name, it's hard to imagine anyone else whose name rhymes with Pulverine. Even in character, Reynolds can't resist messing with Hugh Jackman, faking an Australian accent for a not-so-subtle jab at Jackman's endowment down under. It's all highly inappropriate, but it wouldn't be Deadpool or Reynolds if he didn't mention his favorite frenemy.
And let me tell you, he's got a nice pair of smooth criminals down under. Anyway, I got places to be, a face to fix, and bad guys to kill.
Which of these zingers was your favorite LOL moment? Let us know in the comments. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.